Lee Anthony, Anthony.
All right, Mr. George, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Anthony, good morning.
Morning.
Sir, how old are you?
I'm 28.
You're working?
Not currently, no.
Okay. Where do you currently live?
Here in Orlando.
Are you living with your parents?
No, sir, I'm not.
Your Caylee Anthony is your sister?
Yes, she is.
Sir, back in 2008, specifically in June and July of 2008, were you living with your parents at the Hope Springs Drive address?
No, sir, I was not.
How far away were you living from that home?
Not even 5 minutes.
During this time period, did you have a lot of contact, or did you have regular contact with your sister?
Every couple weeks or so.
Starting on June 16th of 2008 through July 3rd, did you have any contact with your sister, Caylee?
Yes.
Okay. When was that?
There was a kind of just a quick MySpace message at one point just to kind of say, hey. That was in the middle of June. I don't know the exact date. And I also spoke with her numerous times on the 23rd of July.
Did there come a time in the beginning of July when you went over to visit your mom?
Yes, sir.
Why did you go over there?
I was asked to by my mom.
And why were you asked to go? Why did you go?
Well, I just went because she asked me. And she just said that she needed to see me.
Okay. And when you went to go see her, did she ask you for any assistance?
Not at that time, but she did express that.
Basis of objection,
Hearsay.
sustained.
On July 3rd of 2008, were you aware that both your sister and your niece had not been home?
My mother did make me aware on that date, yes.
Again, I object hearsay.
Sustained.
What did you do over at your mom's house on July 3rd of 2008?
If I recall correctly, I was never at my mom's house on July 3rd. I just spoke to her on the phone that day.
Were you aware that your mother had created a MySpace account?
At some point in time, I became aware of it, but I was not aware of it at the time.
Okay. Did you help her set up that account?
No, sir, I don't believe I did.
Did you investigate on your own where your sister might be on that date?
On July 3rd, yes, I did.
On July 3rd.
Yes.
Okay. What did you do?
I went on to MySpace to try to find out where she was, and eventually through Facebook figured out where I thought she was going to be that evening.
Where did you think she was going to be that evening?
Downtown Orlando at a nightclub called the Dragon Room.
Upon learning where she might be, what did you do?
I decided I was going to go and asked a friend of mine to go with me.
You know Mallory Parker?
Yes, sir, I do.
She's your girlfriend?
At the time, she was my girlfriend, yes.
Okay. Did she also go with you downtown on July 3rd?
She ended up meeting myself and my friend down there, yes.
What time did you go downtown?
Maybe about 9. 10 at the latest.
And when you got downtown, what did you do? Did you try to get a hold of her? Of Casey?
Eventually, yes,
Eventually you tried, or eventually you did?
both.
Okay. Well, first things first. Did you attempt to get a hold of her?
Yes, when it was becoming more and more clear that she was not going to be at this nightclub or not going to be showing up, that's when I made my first attempt to just try to see where she was.
How did you make that attempt?
I believe my first attempt was via text message.
Do you recall what you wrote to her?
Not exactly, no.
Do you an idea?
Sure, it's probably just something to the extent of, hey, you know, what's going, where you at? You want to grab a drink?
Did she respond?
I don't believe she did at that time, no.
Did you also ask Mallory to send text messages?
Yes, after I was unsuccessful on my first, maybe second attempt on text, I asked her to do it, but not make it clear that I was with her.
During this time frame, while you were still trying to make contact with your sister, did you go to any other location other than the Dragon Room?
No, I did not.
How long did you attempt various text messages to get a hold of your sister?
Maybe off and on for about an hour.
And what did you do after that?
Started calling.
How many times did you call her?
Half a dozen off and on,
Did you leave messages every time?
probably.
In any of those first phone calls that you attempted, did your sister ever pick up?
Yes, she did on a few of them.
When she picked up the phone, what do you recall saying to her?
Where are you at? Do you want to meet up? That was probably more on the first time she would have picked up.
Okay. And what did she respond when you asked her that?
I'm busy. I'm out with friends. I'm doing my own thing. I'll talk to you later.
Did she hang up on you?
Numerous times, yes.
At this point, what are you feeling? Are you angry? Are you upset? Are you frustrated? How would you describe what you're going through at this time?
Relevancy?
It goes to this particular witness's state of mind and his further
Objection
action.
sustained.
Did you eventually have a phone conversation with your sister this night?
Yes, I had numerous phone conversations with her that night, yes.
Let's talk about when you finally were able to have a conversation with her, did you ask her where she was?
Yes, at one time I specifically asked where she was.
And what did she tell you?
She told me she was in Jacksonville.
When she told you she was in Jacksonville, what was your response?
I knew it was a lie. So I just immediately kept questioning her, well, what are you doing in Jacksonville? Where are you in Jacksonville? Things like that.
What'd she say?
That I'm out with a friend. I'm at a country western bar.
Did you call her out?
Yes.
What do you recall saying to her when you were calling her out?
Just something to the extent of, I know you're in town. I know you were going to this, get together at the Dragon Room, and where are you?
During this phone conversation, did you ask about where Caylee was?
Yes, I did.
What did she tell you?
I don't really recall. I think she said that she was being watched while she was out with her friend.
Did you ask her who this friend is or was?
I don't believe I did.
When you called her out and told her that you knew she wasn't in Jacksonville, what was her response to you?
She said I was wrong.
Did she always maintain through your conversations with her that she was in Jacksonville?
Objection, leading, Your Honor.
Calls for a yes or no, Your Honor.
Overruled.
I believe she did.
And what did she tell you?
That she was in Jacksonville.
Okay. That she was in Jacksonville.
Yes.
How did that conversation end?
I believe I had said something that she needed to talk to mom, and I think she eventually hung up on me or something like that.
Did you tell her that your mother was worried about her?
Yes, I did.
Did you tell her that your mom was worried about Caylee?
Objection, leading, Your Honor.
Sustained. Rephrase the question.
Did you tell her that her family was worried about her?
Objection, leading.
Calls for yes or no, Your Honor.
No, it's a yes, no, overruled.
Her being my sister or Caylee?
Let's go with Caylee.
I believe I just put them both together at that time. So I just said, they're worried about you guys, or worried about you.
And were you worried about her as well?
At that juncture, right then, yes.
When you told her that everyone in the family was worried about her, what was her response?
Everything's fine. I'll talk to mom tomorrow.
You said she hung up on you.
That's what I recall, yes.
Okay. Did you attempt to call her back?
Numerous times.
At some point, did you ever speak with her on the phone again that night?
After kind of expressing some of the things that we just discussed, I don't believe I got to speak to her again.
Did you exchange any more text messages with her that night?
I may have, I don't recall.
Did you continue to look for her in downtown that night?
Yeah, I did.
Where'd you go?
Well, I just stayed right on that little stretch of Church Street because there's about 4 or 5 bars. And it just seemed like if she was in one of those locations, I would, see her when she came out. And I actually went to a few other bars that were pretty close by that I thought there's a chance she could have been into.
Did you see her?
No.
What time did you leave Church Street?
Well, after 2?
Did you go anywhere else to look for her that night?
No, I did not.
After July 3rd, did there come a time that you had learned that she had been gone for a period of weeks?
Yes, my mom had made me.
I'm not asking about what, I'm not asking.
Hearsay.
Let me try to
Sorry.
rephrase it.
Just a second.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Objection, hearsay. He began to speak about what his mother said, I think.
Your Honor,
Sustained.
Your Honor, it's not going to the truth of the matter asserted.
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, it's not going to the truth of the matter asserted.
And what's the purpose?
The purpose is what this witness eventually did about her, about the information that he received.
I still can't hear. The fact what?
What this witness did with the information he received. It's
Overruled.
relevant. Okay. Between July 4, oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, sir. I
you repeat the
haven't
question?
won many of those.
Could you repeat the question?
Did you come to learn that no one in your family had seen Caylee or Casey for a number of weeks?
Yes.
When you learned that, starting on July 3rd or maybe even July 4th, up until July 15th, did you make any further effort to locate your sister and your niece?
I don't believe I did.
Is there a reason why you did not?
My mom asked me not to.
Would it be fair to say that during this time period, did you believe everything was under control?
Overrule.
Yes.
Okay. Did you see your mother during the period of July 4th to July 15th?
I don't think I did.
Did you speak with her?
Yes.
Based on your conversations or contact with your mom, how would you describe her demeanor as it related to your sister and Caylee?
I believe I only talked to her about it once after the 3rd, and that was when she asked me not to pursue this any longer. So I guess her demeanor was determined, or, she had it under control.
One second, Judge. Do you recall giving a deposition back on July 30th of 2009? Where I asked you some questions, Mr. Burdick was there, Mr. Ashton?
Yes.
Do you recall me asking during this time period, after you had attempted to find your sister, how your mom was acting and her demeanor, and what your answer was to that?
I'm sorry, improper impeachment.
Improper impeachment. Mr. George, are you impeaching him?
No, Your Honor, I'm trying to, the witness had indicated that he didn't remember, and I was merely trying to set up
Well,
a
take his
refresh.
deposition and let him read it, and then ask him, does it refresh his memory?
Thank you. May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
You may.
Understanding that this witness indicated that he was expressing his recollection of his mother's demeanor. He didn't say he didn't recall.
No,
You can approach.
thank you. For court and counsel, I'm referring to the deposition taken on July 30th of 2009, lines 21 through 25, and page 81, lines 1 and 2.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Anthony, how would you, does that help refresh your recollection as to how your mother was feeling during this time period,
Specifically what the time period was again?
right after July 4?
No. My recollection is the same that I had expressed in the previous question. There was nothing that I read there that makes me believe that discussion was about the about the 4th or after.
Okay. Yes, sir. Did you see your sister again? Well, when was the next time you saw your sister?
July 15th
Where did you see your sister?
at my parents' house.
What were you doing over at your parents' house?
My dad called me,
Were you asked to go there?
and yes.
Your Honor, hearsay, objection.
Overrule.
Approximately what time did you get to your folks' house?
About 8, I believe.
When you got there, was anybody home?
No.
You have a key to the house?
No, well, if I did, I didn't use it.
Okay, how'd you get in the house?
Garage door.
When the garage door opened, did you see a vehicle in the garage?
Yes.
Which car did you see?
My old Pontiac Sunfire.
When you first opened the garage door and walked into the garage, what do you recall noticing?
A smell that the windows were down in the car, and there was some like writing on the windshield of the car.
What do you recall about the smell of the car?
Just that it was very potent, very strong.
Was it an offensive smell?
Yes.
Did you approach the car?
I had to walk by it to get to the door, but otherwise not by choice.
Okay. Where'd you go from there? You go into the house?
Yes.
How long were you in the house before anyone arrived?
Less than 5 minutes.
Who arrived?
My mother and my sister.
Now, what is the first thing you recall your sister saying upon entering the house?
Upon entering the house, she would have been in her room after she entered, so
Do you remember?
I don't recall the exact words. I don't remember.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You may.
Again, for court and counsel, I'm referring to the deposition taken on July 30th of 2009, page 94, lines 17 and 18. All right, so you had the opportunity to read over your transcript?
Yes, sir.
All right, what is the first, does that help refresh your recollection?
Yes.
Okay, what was the first thing your sister said to you? Or said in your presence?
That she wasn't sure why she even bothered. It didn't seem like anyone was listening to her.
You're not even listening to me, why do I bother?
There you go.
What was your sister's state at that time? How would you describe her demeanor when she came into the home?
Combative,
How about your mom?
equally or if more so combative.
You had indicated a couple minutes ago that upon entering the house, your sister went into her bedroom?
Yes.
Okay. Did you follow?
Yes.
In the bedroom, did you actually enter the bedroom?
More or less stood in the doorway,
Okay. Where was your mom?
in the bedroom as well.
Okay. And what's going on?
They are continuing a discussion that they had, I would imagine, prior to arriving at the house.
What do you recall your sister saying other than you're not listening to me, why do I even bother?
Just the location of where Caylee was.
Did she tell you where Caylee was?
She said that she was with a nanny.
At this particular moment, had you been aware of the existence of a nanny?
No.
Had your sister, or were you ever under the impression that your sister used a nanny from time to time?
No.
Do you recall being in the bedroom when your sister gave an explanation as to where Caylee was and why she wasn't coming home, or why she wasn't being brought home?
Not exactly where she was, just that she was with a nanny. As far as her not coming home, was that she was already, asleep for the evening, and she didn't want to, disturb her.
Do you recall any comments about that the defendant made about a cycle or a routine?
Yes, I do. It was something along the lines of, this is what she's been, used to, and I don't want to, change that. I interpreted that as her, sleeping routine throughout the, for, I guess, some time leading up to that point.
Did that make any sense to you?
Maybe from a routine standpoint, but not from I should appease my mother and get my child back. I would think that should be the train of thought, but.
Do you recall your answer upon being asked that question at the deposition?
No.
May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
At what page?
Page 101,
You
lines
mean-
15 through 24. Sir, do you recall what you said do you recall what you said at the deposition in regards to the defendant's statement regarding not taking Caylee out of her comfort zone?
Yes.
What did you say?
That deposition says that I referenced her routine was approximately 3 weeks at that time.
Later on, did you read, when I asked you, did that make sense to you, and what your response was?
My response was something,
And also relevance as well.
I'll show you again if you like.
Just a second. Sustain is the relevancy.
How long were your mom and your sister arguing in your bedroom?
in my sister's bedroom, couple minutes.
Do you recall ever saying that it was much longer than that?
Well, I mean, throughout the evening, but at that juncture, it was a couple minutes. It was always a couple minutes at a time, if that helps you.
What did your sister say about getting Caylee? When you could get Caylee?
Tomorrow.
Was it always tomorrow?
It seemed that way.
Did that satisfy you?
Sustain.
Did you offer to go get Caylee that night?
Yes, I did.
What did you say to your sister? What was your suggestion?
I could go get Caylee. I could have my roommate at the time go get Caylee. There was, in my mind, no excuse why anybody couldn't go get Caylee.
And what was your sister's response to having somebody else go get her?
At one point, she was actually receptive to it, but for the most part, it was, I don't want to disturb her, or I don't think Mom would allow it.
I'm sorry, Judge, may we take a quick break? I'm going to go a couple minutes early, but I could use it.
Okay, we'll take a 15-minute recess
Thank you.
at this time. They recognize President of jury,
Yes, sir.
defense. All right, Mr. George, you may continue.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Anthony, do you recall specifically asking your sister, why won't you allow us to see Caylee?
Yes.
What was her response?
I don't recall. I think it was just all along the lines of, she's asleep, we'll get her tomorrow.
Do you recall giving a taped interview with Corporal Edwards on July 29th of 2008?
Yes.
Do you recall telling him what do you remember telling him what your sister said to you?
I don't recall, no.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You may.
For court and counsel, I'm referring to the interview with Detective Edwards on page 8, lines 15 through 17.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to this particular question based on 9404 and 405. May we approach, Your Honor?
Well, not at this point, he's just asked him to refresh his memory. If he goes beyond that, then we can approach.
Sir, you had a chance to read that over?
Yes, I did.
Do you recall what you said to Detective Edwards back on the 29th now?
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
I was going to object, but his response was just yes. So my objection would be the answer to the statement. The question, the answer to the question
Oh.
was,
Let's approach, since I don't have the statement. Okay, objection overruled. You may ask the question.
Could you repeat the question?
Sure. When you asked your sister, why won't you allow us to see Caylee, what do you recall her saying? Or what did you say, what did you tell Detective Edwards that she said?
I told Detective Edwards that she said, I'm paraphrasing, because maybe I'm a spiteful bitch.
You had stated, I believe earlier, that during this time frame, your mom would come and go from the room. Is that right?
That is correct.
The times that your mom was away from the room, did you attempt to talk to your sister?
Yes, I did.
Would it be fair to say you were trying to reason with her?
Yes.
Do you recall asking her, well, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes.
Do you recall what she told you? Again, in the bedroom.
Right. At one point, she said that Caylee was missing, that someone had kidnapped her.
We'll get to that. Initially, when you're still trying to figure out why you can't go get Caylee,
Right.
do you recall your sister telling you or talking to you about your mom when you were asking her what's going on?
I don't recall.
Okay. Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You may.
It's the same interview, counsel, page 6, lines 2 through 10. Sir, does that help refresh your recollection?
Yes, it does.
What did you tell Detective Edwards?
That when my mom would leave and I would ask her, what's going on, talk to me, give me something, that she did express that her and my mother had, got.
I'm sorry, I need to interpose an objection with regard to anything that Cindy Anthony may have said. It's hearsay, also relevance and character.
As to anything that Sydney Anthony may have said, that would be hearsay, so that objection would be sustained. Don't tell us anything your mother said unless you're relating to us what Casey told you.
Your Honor, may we approach?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Sir, what do you recall your sister telling you when you were asking her, what's the deal, what's going on? What did she say to you?
Just read, okay. That,
Sorry. Your Honor, I object to proper impeachment.
As to improper impeachment, objection will be overruled. Are you refreshing his memory, Mr. George, or are you trying to use it as past recollection recorded?
Past recollection recorded.
Okay. You need to establish that he has no independent memory after looking at the document before you can use past recollection recorded.
Yes, sir. Sir, do you recall this, do you recall the statement that you've just read?
yes.
All right. As you sit here today, can you tell this jury exactly what your sister told you in that bedroom?
From what I remember, that,
Not to paraphrase, do you recall exactly what she told you, or what you told Detective Edwards she exactly told you?
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I'm objecting that he's interrupting the witness, actually, as he was answering the question.
Pardon?
I object to Mr. George interrupting the witness when he was answering the question.
Overruled.
can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Do you recall exactly what your sister told you in reference to your question, what's going on, what's the deal? Do you recall, as you sit here right now, verbatim, word for word, what you told Detective Edwards she told you?
Verbatim, word for word, no, sir, I do not.
Would it help you remember if you were to actually see the quote that you gave Detective Edwards?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this point, may I approach the witness with the transcript?
You may.
Your Honor, the witness will read it.
Are you trying to get this under past recollection or recorded or refreshed?
I'm trying to get his past record recorded. The witness has indicated.
Under past recollection recorded, one of the predicate elements is that it must be written by the witness. This is not written by the witness, is it? Okay, then he can try to testify based upon his refreshed memory.
I'm not done reading.
Mr. Anthony, now that you've had the chance to see this, what did your sister tell you?
She told me that my mother had numerous times thrown it in her face, in my sister's face, that Casey was an unfit mother for Caylee, and that Casey says, maybe I am. And I went on to say that my mother had also referenced Caylee as being a mistake, but a great mistake, or the best mistake that Casey's ever made.
During this time period, would it be fair, are you getting frustrated with your sister?
Very, yes.
Okay. Why are you getting frustrated? Or why are you frustrated with her at this point?
Nothing was making sense to me.
What's not making sense to you?
Why couldn't we or anybody just go get Caylee and bring her home? There's no reason to fight with, mom at this point.
Do you recall asking your sister, what's in it for you?
Yes.
Do you recall what she told you?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm sorry, Your Honor. May we approach one more time?
Yes. You may proceed.
Mr. Anthony, at some point, were you aware while you were in the home that the police had been called?
Yes.
Did you hear the phone call being made, or?
My mom had said that she was going to call the police, and at one point I do remember a portion of a phone call.
Were you attempting to get through to your sister so the police would not be called?
Yes.
Okay. Did you explain that to your sister?
Yes, I did.
How did you do that?
It's more or less like a role play sort of a thing.
Okay. How did you role play with her?
I just told her this didn't make sense. Why did we need to get the police involved? So I just said, just listen to me and humor me for a second. I said, police officer's going to show up and he's going to say, hey, Mrs. Anthony or Miss Anthony, how are you doing? Great. I'm, of course, acting for, her and myself at this point. And where's your daughter? She's with the nanny. Awesome, that's great to hear. Hop in the car, we're gonna go get her, your mom's gonna follow. And I said, what are you gonna do? And she just looked at me with really no reaction.
With no reaction?
Well, just,
Blank.
yeah.
Did she say anything else? Did she say anything to you after you went through this role-playing scenario?
Yes, she did.
What did she say?
At that time, she told me that she had not seen Caylee in 31 days, that she had been kidnapped, and that the nanny took her.
At that time, were you given a name of the nanny?
I was not. Within a couple minutes or so, I ended up getting the name. Yes,
What was the name that you received?
Zenaida Fernandez Gonzalez.
Prior to July 15th, had you ever heard that name before?
Never.
And your sister was specific about the number of days?
Very specific, yes.
And was your mom present for this?
No, she was not. Towards the tail end, she was close enough that she could just see that I wasn't still in the doorway.
What was your mother's reaction?
Well, she knew we were talking and that something had been discussed when she wasn't there, but she was not happy.
What did she say?
What did you do? We could have found her.
Sorry, Your Honor, objection here.
Again, Your Honor, it's not going to the truth of the matter, sir. It is-
Sustain.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, move to strike as well.
Motion to strike granted. Jury is instructed to disregard the last statement of Mr. Anthony. You may continue, Mr. George.
Thank you, sir. While this conversation is going on, is your father at the house?
No, sir, he's not.
And at that point, do you have any other conversation with your sister prior to the police arrival?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What did you talk to her about?
Where was the last place that you remember seeing Caylee?
What did she tell you?
At Sawgrass Apartments. And I'd also asked her where she'd been staying
What did she tell you?
with her boyfriend at the time, Tony Lazaro, at his apartment.
Did she give you any indication that she was looking for her daughter?
Yes, she did.
What did she say?
That she had been trying to find her herself.
Did she say how?
Later in the evening, she did.
What would she do?
She said she camped out at the last place that she had seen Caylee, where she dropped her off. By camping out, I mean she was in her car, kind of watching the place, I guess.
Did she tell you for how long she did this?
I don't recall, a couple days.
Did she tell you about any other searches that she conducted to try to find her daughter during this time period?
She said that she would go to places that she thought Caylee could be, or that someone might take Caylee, like, just a normal place like a store or a park or something like that.
Did your sister indicate to you when she had last spoken to Caylee?
She at one time described a phone call that she had received.
Do you recall, was it that same day?
I'm sorry?
Was it that same day on July 15th
That she told me about the phone call?
that she received the phone call?
I believe so.
What did she tell you about talking to her daughter on July 15th of 2008?
I remember this phone call. She had told me that the only person on the other end of the call was Caylee. I don't remember exactly or what, if anything, if Caylee said to Casey for it to realize it was her, but Casey's response to Caylee was to put an adult on the phone.
Did you ask her at that moment, during that conversation, why she hadn't told anybody about this?
I don't believe I did.
Okay. Upon hearing this news, what did you do?
That Caylee had been missing?
Yes.
Asked her some of those follow-up questions that we just discussed, and just immediately tried to do something to try to locate her.
You went into search mode.
Yes,
You obtained the name of your sister's boyfriend at the time?
yes,
Were you able to figure out where he lived?
yes.
How were you able to figure that out?
She told me.
Did you call, I guess we're talking about Tony Lazaro?
Yes, that's correct.
Did you call Mr. Lazaro?
Yes, I did.
Did you make arrangements to go see Mr. Lazaro?
Yes, I did.
And did you do so?
Yes, I did.
When did you see him?
If it was not that evening of the 15th, it was in the very early hours of the 16th
Where did you meet with him?
at his apartment.
While you were at his apartment, did you tell them what was going on?
Yes.
Did you receive any items from Mr. Lazaro?
Yes, Casey's belongings.
What belongings do you recall getting?
I got a laptop, a duffel bag full of clothes, I believe there was like a backpack as well, and just like another bag, like more or less like knickknacks and things like that.
Do you recall anything specific about the laptop itself?
Yes, it was on, but it was like a blue screen.
Are you computer savvy?
Yes, sir.
When you saw that blue screen, what did that indicate to you?
Virus. Something was wrong.
Did you attempt to reboot or to fix the computer at Mr. Lazaro's?
I did attempt to reboot it. As soon as I did it, it went to that same blue screen.
Did you turn the computer off or did you just take it with you?
At that point, I just turned it off and I took it with me.
I'm sorry, Judge, may I have a moment?
You may.
Thank you.
You may.
Sir, let me show you what the marker identification KG. And ask if you could just keep it down below there, take a look at what's inside.
Okay.
You have a chance to look at that, Mr. Anthony?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you recognize the items in that envelope?
The majority of them, yes.
The majority of them. What do you recognize?
Object as to relevance and also speculation.
Let me see it first.
may we approach?
Yes, ma'am. You may proceed, Mr. George.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Anthony, you still have exhibit, I believe it's KG in front of you.
Yes, sir.
Do you recognize what they are?
Yes.
What are they?
There are some receipts, movie ticket stubs, a photocopy of a note of mine,
Okay.
and then just a sheet, I think, authorizing it in evidence.
How many receipts are there, sir?
I didn't count numerous, a dozen, give or take.
They're in front of you. Can you count them?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Just the receipts.
So the number, as this witness cannot testify that those receipts are relative to this case.
Overrule at this point.
I count 19.
Did you, did you come into possession of those receipts?
I never had possession of these receipts, no.
Do you know where those receipts came from?
They were in one of,
He's already testified that he did not have possession of these receipts.
Overrule at this point.
they were in one of Casey's belongings that I recovered from Mr. Lazaro's apartment.
You brought them back to your parents' house on Hope
Yes.
Springs Drive? What did you look at them that night?
No, I did not. I didn't know of their existence that night.
At some point, when did you become aware of their existence?
Within a day, a few days.
How did you become aware of them?
During one of our sit-downs, the family sit-downs with law enforcement, they were offered the receipts and anything that was in anything that was in any of her bags.
Well, let's talk about the bags. What do you recall? You testified a few minutes ago that you took a laptop from Mr. Lazaro's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And how many bags?
I put the laptop itself into a bag, so that would have been 3.
You had referenced a backpack.
Yes, I believe that was one of 3.
When you got back to your parents' house, did you empty the contents of those bags?
I did not.
Were you present when the contents of those bags were emptied?
Yes, I was.
Do you know which bag those receipts were in?
They would have had to been in the backpack.
Was that the only time that you were over at Mr. Lazaro's house on the 16th? On the 15th, I'm sorry.
15th or even morning of the 16th, yes.
When the police first arrived at your home, did you immediately speak with them? Tell me what happens when the first police officers arrive.
I did not speak with them. The first officer came in through the front door, came to my sister's bedroom, and I believe started asking her questions.
Were you present for that?
I was in the next room at that time.
Is your dad at home yet?
Yes, he was at home at that time.
When exactly did your dad come home at the same time that the police arrived, or was it a little bit before or a little bit after?
Slightly before, I mean, within minutes.
After the police arrived, did you yourself have any conversation with your sister?
Yes, I did.
Where was that? I mean, on that night?
Yes. In the garage?
Is the car still there?
Yes, sir.
Does it still smell?
Yes, sir.
Still bad?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What did you talk to your sister about?
I asked her just additional questions. That's when she told me about the phone call that she had that day.
Are you referencing the phone call you testified to earlier about talking to Caylee?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I had asked her some additional questions about Tony. At that time, I had not been to the apartment. And I also referenced how awful the garage and, the car smelled.
Was it difficult to stay in the garage with that odor?
Yes, sir.
When the items that you received from Mr. Lazaro belonging to your sister were brought back to Hope Spring, did you see anything that belonged to Caylee in those items?
I don't believe so.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, may I have a moment?
You may.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge. Thanks for the time. I have no further questions of the witness at this time.
Cross-examination?
Second moving.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Mr. George, may it please the court?
Proceed.
Good morning, Lee.
Morning.
As I understand it, you are Casey's older brother, is that correct?
That's correct.
Now back to July the 3rd, that evening. You indicated you received 2 phone calls from your mother, is that correct? Or initially, several phone calls?
Initially, I think I may have just gotten one phone call from her. I picked up right away.
All right. And during that phone call, there was no mention of Caylee being missing, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
To your knowledge, your mother didn't call your father to find Casey that night, correct?
I have no idea.
Now, on July 3rd, as I understand it, you left for Chicago, and you stayed there until about the 15th?
On
Came
which
back-
day, I'm sorry?
July 3rd or 4th?
I don't remember exactly when I was in Chicago. I actually think it was more in June. I definitely didn't leave on the 3rd. I was downtown. And 4th of July would be more of a family occasion, so it wouldn't have been at that time.
From June 15th to July 3rd of 2008, you saw your mother approximately one time, maybe? Does that sound correct?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Now, on July the 15th of 2008, you indicated that you were present when your mother called the police, correct?
Yes,
And at that time, you did not believe that any crime had been committed. Is that correct?
Sustain.
The Sunfire that was in the garage that you saw, it had some white shoe polish writing on it. Is that
Correct.
correct? Was that your understanding that that was writing from the tow company?
later that was my understanding, yes.
Okay. It wasn't a message or a letter or anything of that nature. It was.
No.
Okay. Now, the Pontiac Sunfire that was in the garage on the 15th, that was the car that Casey drove with your, is that correct?
Correct.
And your father had an extra set of keys to that car, didn't he?
Yes.
And the set of keys that would have allowed him to access the vehicle as well as the trunk,
Yes.
correct? When you were talking with Casey, there were time periods where you were whispering to her.
Yes, one time in particular.
Okay. And she was crying. Did you observe crying?
Yes, ma'am.
When your father arrived prior to the police, he did not go into Casey's room and say what's going on or what's wrong, did he?
I don't believe so.
And in fact, prior to the police arriving on that date, your father didn't ask you what was going on, correct? I'll rephrase it.
Sustain, rephrase your question.
There were no questions that your father asked you prior to the police arriving, were there?
Not that I recall, no.
Now, during the time in which this confrontation that you talked about between your mother and your sister occurred, your role was sort of the peacemaker or the mediator, is that correct? You're trying to anyway.
Well, yeah, doing my best.
And your mother's focus, based on your observation, was more, instead of trying to fix the situation, how could you not tell us, why did you let so much time run? Is that correct? In other words, her focus, she was dwelling on, I can't believe we're in this situation, versus where is she? How do we find Caylee?
That's accurate, yes.
Okay. And your mother's behavior and comments towards Casey, there were periods of time in which it appeared to you that Casey didn't have a chance to respond.
Sure, yeah.
Now, when you went to Mr. Lazzaro's house, those bags were already packed, weren't they?
Yes, they were, except for the laptop bag, but yes, they were.
And you do not believe, well, let me rephrase that. It's your belief that those bags were packed by Mr. Lazzaro, isn't it?
Sustain.
Your Honor, if I could respond to that very briefly, there were mentioned.
Objection to the speaking objection.
You can approach the sidebar if you need to.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Have you had an occasion to see and to know how both you and your sister pack bags?
Yes,
And you shove items in the bag as opposed to neatly folding them typically, is that correct?
correct.
And that was not how you found the items that were packed when you went to Mr. Lazzaro's house, is that correct?
That is correct.
And based on that observation, do you have knowledge as to whether or not your sister packed that bag versus someone else?
Object to the speculation.
Overrule as to that question.
She didn't pack those bags.
Is it almost 100% your firm belief that some,
I'm going to have to object and move to strike the response. It called for a yes or no question.
They gave an opinion. Sustain as to the last question.
when you say the last question, that was midway through a question, is it the question before I was midway through or the previous question?
The one you were midway through.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That opinion that your sister did not pack that bag, can you tell me, sir, that it's in fact a firm opinion that you have, isn't it?
I've struck it. It's an opinion by the witness.
I can't hear you, Mr. George.
I'm sorry, sir. This is the
I'll
same
rephrase
objection
it.
that I had before. It's asking the witness to form an opinion and to bolster that opinion.
I'll withdraw that.
Sustain, he's already answered the previous question.
The bags that you picked up, they had no odor, did they?
No.
In your family, it's your father who details or cleans the cars inside out and out, isn't it? That's his role.
Typically, yes.
And he would do that, if not every weekend, every other weekend.
Absolutely.
The laptop with the blue screen, when you arrived at Mr. Lazzaro's apartment, he was there when you obtained that laptop, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
And you, as we sit here today, cannot say, for example, that he might have been the one to have caused the screen to become blue.
Objection is speculation, Your Honor.
Sustain.
That's all we have, Your Honor, at this time, subject to recall.
Okay. Thank you. Redirect.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Anthony, Ms. Sims had asked you about the phone call of July 3rd from your mom, and you had testified that Caylee wasn't mentioned. Is that correct? The
No,
conversation
specifically that Caylee wasn't missing.
wasn't missing.
Correct.
What was that, what was the phone call about?
That Caylee and Casey have not been home.
This thing doesn't stay on. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Objection, hearsay.
The door's been open. They asked the question.
I'm sorry.
They asked the question.
Just a second.
Yeah, in this particular situation, he's asking or seeking to elicit hearsay from this witness.
Approach for a second. You may proceed, Mr. George.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Anthony, when you had testified earlier that your dad arrived, I believe, shortly before or shortly after the police?
Shortly before.
Shortly before. When the police arrived, were you all separated?
Eventually, they separated us, yes.
When your sister told you this kidnapping scenario, would it be fair to say your focus left your sister and focused on finding Caylee?
100%.
When the police arrived, they were told, or the defendant, your sister, told them about the kidnapping, correct?
Yes, to my knowledge.
Your Honor, objection outside the scope of the.
Overruled.
Correct?
To my knowledge, yes, yes.
So when the police arrived, their focus was not on your sister anymore, but was it focused on trying to find Caylee?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. He is attempting to elicit this witness's perception of what
I'm going
the
to object to the
officers-
speaking objection, Your Honor.
Is your objection
Relevant, Your Honor.
sustained? It calls for somebody else's focus.
Did you speak with the police that
Yes, sir.
night?
Yes, sir.
Did you talk to them about what your sister had told you in reference to the kidnapping?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, outside the scope. Objection.
Overruled.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All your subsequent conversations with the police, that, or at least the one that we've mentioned with Detective Edwards, was focused, those questions were about what your sister had said about the kidnapping, correct?
Your Honor, I'm sorry, objection again outside the scope, and we don't know how many conversations we're talking about.
I specifically referenced Detective Edwards.
Overruled. Okay. Mr. George, kind of speak into the microphone a little bit more. She can hear you.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Anthony, before you answer the question, let that be a break so we can hear whatever objections. Ask your question, Mr. George.
I'll try to ask it the same. When you had a subsequent interview with law enforcement, you were asked specifically questions about what your sister had told you about the kidnapping.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm going to object. That exceeds my cross, the scope of my cross.
Overruled.
Yes. Yes.
And Zenaida Fernandez Gonzalez.
Yes.
Any questions about what was raised in that redirect? All right, Mr. Anthony, you excused, subject to recall.